Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Fireworks. I wonder what they are celebrating. It's not the 4th of July yet. Hey guys. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, Vivian. How are you? Thank you for joining us today. Hi, Banda. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Good evening. So today, Babura is joining us. I was hoping she would sleep, but she refused to sleep. So here we are, doing our life with Baby Ray. How's everyone doing? I hope you all went to church. Hello, Mr. Bash. Happy Sunday to you. Oh, Baby Ray is doing just fine and dandy. She's grown so fat and so big. You should see her cheeks, chubby cheeks. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we are going to be talking about a very sensitive topic, at least for men, a topic that has been trending and that many men are not happy with the responses women are giving. And that topic is, should a woman leave a cheating husband? A lot of people have been giving their takes on the subject. I even know a couple of ladies that created a course on this content. Someone created a course on how to deal with a cheating husband, and she's selling it, and women are buying. Another lady says she's going to teach women on how to cheat back. So the social media place is on fire with this latest development of women, you know, either cheating back or walking away and stuff like that. So I wanted us to talk about it. When she leaves, she will meet a man who doesn't cheat. It's possible. You guys do know that it's not all men that cheat. Anyway, today I'm going to be having some guests join me, and we're going to be having discussions. So I'm waiting for them to come on board. But while I do that, go ahead and tell me, what do you think? Should women leave their cheating husbands? Yes? No? For me personally, when I hear the word cheating husband, it sounds like a continuous thing, like the husband continuously cheat. And if that's the case, then my answer is a hard yes, the woman should leave. If it's not a continuous thing, then it's still not a hard yes or no. There's still a whole lot to consider. Like, for instance, who did he cheat with? Is it someone I know? Is it a friend, a family member? Is it someone from work? Is it a total stranger? Who he cheated with will also determine how I react. If he cheated with someone that knows me, what was the conversation that took place before that cheating happened? Because I'm sure the topic of me must have come up. If he cheated with a friend, I'm sure at some point that friend will remind him that he's married. And I would want to know, what was his response then? What did he say about me that, made the woman feel comfortable, sleeping with him, even though she knows that he is married? So the conversation or the things that surround that cheating will determine how I will react. But if it's a continuous cheating, my answer is automatic yes, the woman should leave. And I posted a short video a few days ago. I was trying to look for people's trouble. So I posted a video saying that I'm celebrating all the women that are either walking away or cheating back on their cheating husbands. And a lot of men did not take that lightly. They weren't happy with me, and I'm confused. I don't understand why they are upset. Like, why would a man be angry that his woman left because he's a cheating husband? Like, why would a man be angry that the woman cheated back? Like, you do understand that her actions are like a direct response to your action. Like, if you didn't cheat, she wouldn't have to cheat back and you wouldn't have to be angry. If you didn't cheat, she wouldn't have to leave you and you wouldn't have to be angry. So, like, okay, let me ask, what would you rather him do? I mean, what would you rather her do? If as a man you cheat and the option of a woman walking away or cheating back is not something you agree with, then what would you rather her do? I'm really curious. I want to know what is like how men think, especially those men that are fuming through their left, lips, the corner of their lips. They are fuming. When we are telling women that, oh yeah, it's okay to cheat back or it's okay to leave your marriage if your husband continuously cheat on you, and the men are not happy. I want to know, what would you rather have your wife do if you're a cheating husband? What do you want her to do? I really, really want to know, because we want to hear from you, because we are speaking up and you are not happy with the response, we're giving you men, coming from us women. You are not happy with our response. You are not happy that women are, encouraging women to leave their relationship if, if they cheat. You are not happy if a woman cheats back. So what exactly do you want your wife to do if you are cheating? Since those two options are not there, please type your response. If you're a man, I would love to hear from you. Hi, Chinazam. Ure, don't do this to us. We're talking about something very, very, very important. Hi, Ogo. How are you? Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Good evening. Ure, how are you?
Ure, say hi to Auntie Ogo. I didn't say cry. I said say hi.
I said that. You said
Okay,
hi.
okay. Bashi said, my own opinion is I don't think the best solution. You're not saying anything, Mr. Bash. I don't understand your comment. Men won't like this topic. No, they will not. They will not like this topic. And I would really love to hear from a man. Should a woman leave a cheating husband? Some of us are saying yes, a woman should leave. Some of us are saying a woman should cheat back. And neither of those two options are palatable for men. Like, they don't like either of those two options. So since men are not liking these two options, what other choice do you leave women with? And like I said, the word cheating husband make it sounds like a continuous thing. So if a man is continuously cheating, I cannot deal. But if it's a one-time deal, we can maybe forgive depending on the situation. Anyway, Ogo, what do you think?
I really think that the woman should just endure, because I will not advise the woman should. I will not advise her to leave her husband's house because her husband is a cheater. I just prefer. I think the woman should just keep praying for the man to change.
Mm.
Or maybe I think maybe she should go and complain to their like family member, like a kingsman or anything, so they will help call the man to order.
But
You
why are we
get, because
using?
living in your husband's house because your husband is a shit. I
But
don't know. I
I
think
have a question
90%
for
of
you. I
men.
have a
Okay.
burning question for you. Why is it that
Okay.
the cheating man is being left out of this equation? Because the two things you said are pray for the man or pray that he changes or endure, which leaves him out of this whole mess, or approach his family members or his kindreds to talk to him. He's not being spoken to directly. Like, you are not dealing with your cheating husband. You are not,
Because,
you are not telling him not to stop. So you are leaving him out of it, and you're doing
yeah,
everything else, you're handling everything else around him, but ignoring the problem. Why?
I'm kind of ignoring the problem. I will not ask a woman, a married woman, to leave her husband's house because she feels that the husband is the shit, or because she thinks that the husband is the shit. I will not, because me, I will not leave my husband's house for that. Do you get? then maybe if the woman
has caught him red-handedly, like many times. Maybe he has even come home with babes in their matrimonial home. What is your response to that? Because some men are that audacious.
Yeah, some men are really that, but this one really shook. You really shook. I don't even know what to say. Bringing another woman into my house. No, that one shook. I beg. I think I'll get
but they're all part of
because
cheating.
where I think I'll be fighting the woman because the woman should be aware that the man is married.
Why are you leaving the man out of this whole thing? That's
I think the woman
involved with, not the woman.
Because I don't really how many fights do you want fight? How many fights? So, if you start fighting your husband over cheating this one, cheating that, how many do you want to fight him for?
Then walk away. Walk away and have your peace of mind. Why fight a woman? Okay, I remember at the beginning of this video, I don't know if you caught it.
My reason why I said I'm going to fight the woman is for her coming into my matrimonial home. How
many women are you going to fight? How many women are you going to fight? Until you meet a woman that will break your head, your brain will now reset. You think there's no woman that you can fight? Wait till you jam Onyara that will reset your brain. You will now understand.
Then I think maybe our marriage will go on a break.
Okay.
In the way that I would actually give him space, like, let him just fix his life first. Then I think we'll get back to marrying each other. We'll just go on a break. I think that one will do. Going on the break should be okay.
I'm listening.
To get him back.
All right.
To get him back to himself. I think going on a break is the best option because me, I cannot leave my matrimonial home. I cannot leave my husband because I think he's a shit too. I cannot. Serious. I cannot. No, I think I'll be going on a break. I'll be leaving the marriage for the meantime, not leaving my house. I'll just give him space. I won't talk to him again. I won't anything. I won't cook for him. I won't even give him the other side. I won't talk to him. I will not do anything that will connect the both of us. I'll just be on a mood swing. I'll just be there. Okay. Do you get?
I like that option. At least you are not excusing him. You are showing your displeasure.
Yes, I'm not fighting him. I will just just ride on. I won't cook for you. I won't wash for you. I won't, anything concerning the both of us. My hands are off. That's just. I think I'll just give him a break for that. So I don't know. Okay. I'll give him a break.
I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that video that Angela Nwosu made with her husband? She asked this question, just recently. I actually have the video, and I want us to watch it and get people's opinion on it. I do like the comment that Mr. Will left. He said the society fail to value faithful men. But I agree, there are many faithful men out there, but unfortunately, how do they say it? The empty barrel makes the loudest noise. So unfortunately, the cheating men always take the front stage, and we're always discussing them and not giving accolades to those that are faithful, because we have them. I can attest to that. I have men around me that are 100% faithful to their wives, and I can vouch for them. I know it's a very risky thing to say, but yes, there are faithful men out there. When a man is cheating, you should, let's see, who is this? Patricia. She said, when a man is cheating, you should actually face him and not the woman. I completely agree. He has to be held responsible for his actions. If you leave him, like I said, how many women are you going to fight? You cannot keep fighting all the women. It excuses his action. It means he can keep cheating and you just keep fighting women, and there's nothing, Rose Edward, make sure you come with your video turned on. But anyway, let's go ahead and play this video by Angela Nwosu and Soundmind, and let's get your opinion.
This is about cheating men. Yes, married men that are cheating in their marriages.
Interesting.
Let me ask, what would you advise a married woman to do if she finds out that her husband is cheating on her? Yeah.
Okay. Before you advise a woman like that, you have to understand the categories of
You
men
guys hear this
and
again?
how they cheat and why they cheat.
Yeah.
Now, there are two categories here
Yeah.
when it comes to cheating men. You have the men that can do things like that, the men that have the capability to do things like that. These are men that you live with and you know.
Yes.
These are the type of men that, and it's your husband, he's driving by the road, he sees a very good looking lady, he looks, you know, he appreciates more than necessary.
Yes.
You know, he's going through his phone, he's sitting beside you, he's going through his phone, he's scrolling through social media. He sees another beautiful lady he appreciates, you know. He's having a conversation with his goons, with his friends, you know. They are seated, having fun, and they're having conversations about women. Listen to the conversation, you will understand what he's capable of doing.
Yes.
Now, the fact that this man is capable of doing it does not mean, it doesn't mean that he will.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that he has.
Yes.
It simply means that he's capable of, listen, he's structurally set up to be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
But he might decide to discipline himself and not.
Yes.
The second aspect now is the man that does not have that capability.
Yeah.
He has an appreciation of other things, not that.
Yes.
A woman passes, he doesn't even glance twice.
Yes.
He's scrolling through social media, he doesn't stop. He doesn't have a special appreciation.
Yes, for
It's
that
not like
women.
he doesn't appreciate beautiful women, but he doesn't have a special appreciation for the physical features of a woman.
Yes, yes.
You know, he doesn't care about things like that. So
Exactly.
you see this man, and then you also know that women are not his problem.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
these are the two categories. Now, I'll give you an example. To buttress my point, to make you understand it well, let me use the example of a young boy. This boy is your son.
Yeah.
And one day, you get a call from school that your son has stolen something from someone else in his class.
Exactly.
Now, you're going to react in two separate ways. The first way will depend on who this boy has been growing up.
Yeah.
Now, if he's the kind of boy that disrespects his siblings,
Insults everybody.
He trashes the house, spoils this and spoils that.
Yes.
You know that he's capable of doing it.
Yeah.
He's capable of doing things like that. Doesn't mean that he should.
Yes.
You know, so how you discipline him is different.
Yeah.
What you do is you bring him back home, do your normal disciplinary measures.
Yeah.
You know, the way you would discipline your child at home.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Hope that you are able to create a process where you stop him from doing it. It is different from this other boy that is an introvert. He hardly talks in the house. He hardly raises his voice. He's hardly angry. He does well with his grades.
Yes.
He's just that kind of person that you will find it surprising.
Yes.
That he will do something like that. For the first boy, you're angry. For the first boy, you're angry.
Disappointed.
Yes, you're disappointed, but you're not surprised.
Yeah.
For the second boy, yes, you're angry, you're disappointed, but you are surprised.
Yes.
Surprised because you never saw him as someone who will do something like that. So
Exactly.
as opposed to the first type of disciplinary measure, you will bring this boy home and investigate.
Yes.
Find out why he did what he did.
Yeah.
What is he going through?
Yes.
Because he's not, you've provided everything for him. He's not the type of person that will go taking things that does not belong to him.
Yeah.
So you will investigate better, find out why he did it, and try to solve that problem. When you solve that problem, the chances are he's not going to do it anymore. As opposed to the other boy, you're going to discipline him at home and all that, but then you put your ears on the ground, expecting when they will call you again and say, okay, he has done it again, so that you can renew your disciplinary measures.
Yes.
Right? But this other boy, the minute you find out why he did it and solve the problem, the chances are he won't go back to doing it again.
Yes, he will never do it again.
Exactly. Now, this example I give you, put it in this topic, you will see what I'm saying. Now, when this other man cheats, the one that is capable of doing it, that is where you have to now make decisions, because deep down inside you, maybe you have this fear all the while, make this man no come out, go do something. You understand?
Yeah.
You decide what you want to do. You decide what you can do. You decide how you can cope.
Yeah.
Right? Can you cope with a man like that? Can you cope with this baby mama coming? Can you cope with some lady stopping you on the road and accusing your husband? Can you cope with things like that?
Yeah.
You also have to take your,
Yes,
into
mental health.
mental health into consideration. If those are things that you can deal with because of some other things that are advantageous for you in the marriage.
Yes.
If these are things that you feel like you can handle, and you want to stay in the marriage, then you develop coping mechanisms.
Yes.
You develop things that you feel like will help you stay.
Okay.
You know, because you expect that maybe more of this will happen. You're hoping it won't, but maybe more of this is going to happen. My husband is like that, my husband is like that. The other woman that decides, okay, I can't cope.
Yes.
I can't deal with this. If you cannot deal with this, kindly leave.
Leave. Yeah.
Protect yourself. The most important person to you is you.
Exactly.
Protect yourself, protect your mental health, and leave.
Yes.
Forget about what everybody is saying. Forget about what community will say, what everybody will say. Community will be there when you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Please leave if you can't deal with it. Now, for the other type of man, this man, you already know, he has no appreciation of women and all that. And then you find out that he has cheated. Now, what you do, feel your disappointment, feel your anger and everything, but find out the root cause of it. Find out why he did it. It can range from a lot of different reasons. The reasons can come from you, it can come from his family, it can come from his
him,
friends, it can come from him. But there is a reason he did it. You find out, investigate. This is your husband, right? Find out why he has done it and try to deal with it. If you find out why he has done it and you deal with it, the chances are he won't go back to doing it anymore. Because you've solved that problem. Now, this is the type of man that you can actually own. This is your man. You're the boss lady in this home. So the chances are that you're going to find out why he has done it, and don't stay too much in the anger. Don't live too much in the anger. Start seeking solutions. Find out why he did it, and then solve. If you can solve it, the chances are he won't do it. So now I have explained, I've given you an answer to your question in two versions.
Yes.
If your husband is the type of man that is capable of doing, he's capable of doing it. Women have intuition.
Yes, they're very powerful. It's even stronger than that of
The
men.
intuition of women is like
Way
10 times
higher.
more than that of men. Some just don't know how to use it. Some women don't know how to use your intuition. Some really do know how to use it. So if you know that your husband is that kind of man, make your decision. No one will help you make the decision. You are the one who is living there. You know the things that you have to gain versus the things that you have to lose. So you make your decision. If it is this type of man, please just find out why he did it.
Instead of leaving.
Okay. Find out why he did it and deal with it. That's family. That is the type of man I'll tell you not to leave. Because he did it for a reason.
But the reason is cannot be justified.
It's not justified. That's why I said,
no matter.
Leave your anger. Deal with your anger. He has done it. He has made the mistake. The mistake is not justified. But find out why he did it and deal with it. Because just like the example, if your child does something, you're not going to send your child away. You're going to keep your child in the house and discipline your child. It's the same thing here. You understand? You're always going to find a way to deal with it.
Well, if he's a man that is very capable of cheating already, you just have either you leave or you can find coping mechanism and still stay.
Exactly.
It is your choice.
It will be your choice. Nobody will be. If it is this other type of man, it is more complicated because nobody can tell you what to do.
And
you are the one who will know.
Because he's likely never going to stop cheating.
Exactly. The chances are he's not going to stop.
Okay.
Right? So you just find out what you can do, what you want to do, and then do it.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. All right, so that was Nemeka Soundmind discussing with Angela Nwosu, and I so much like the example he used in that video of two different type of children. So one is known to be a troublemaker, and one is known to be a very peaceful child, and both are caught, doing the same offense. How you treat the one that is known to be a trouble child is not the same how you would treat the one that is known to be gentle, respectful, and doesn't do anything to doesn't cause trouble. And I think it kind of falls back to what I was saying earlier. Anyway, again, what I wanted to add is that I so much enjoy the fact that this comment came from a man. A man saying if another man is a chronic cheat, then you as a woman decide how to handle it. If you have a coping mechanism and you're able to deal with it, maybe the man has other things, he brings to the table, that you are enjoying, and can overlook his cheating nature, then go ahead and stick around. But if it absolutely drive you crazy, then go. Someone like me, I cannot deal. So go ahead. What were you going to say?
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, who is joining
Yes.
us? Sorry, I didn't see you, Rose.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry that I can't on the video because it's midnight here.
It's, it's okay.
And
We'll love
also, I have a little baby. Thank you so much for accepting me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hi, everyone in the building. Good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, according to the time base.
Good evening. You're
The
welcome.
topic is a beautiful one, and there's a lot to learn in the topic because this generation we are living in, especially men, when they provide, and some of them, when they say they have it all, they try to do whatever they love to do. Some men do cheat if they have money and they think that they can provide for you, but they forget that that can affect your mental health. As some man said before, if the man cheat on you, especially if it's me, I not go fight him. I will ask him a reason why did he do that, and I need to find out whether from his background, because those things sometimes is coming from lineage. Maybe they have their own distinct system, which in their lineage they cheat. You need to find out that why is he doing that actually? Is it there is anything which you are not doing right? And if he explain to you, okay, you need to make a cheat, but I cannot advise a woman to leave the house, because if it's me, I'm not going to leave that house. I will distance myself. I will be praying for him. As long as he's not beating me, as long as he's not abusing my children, as long as he's giving me what I need. But in the essence of having that thing, and make it go to have them for outside, I think the outside one need a sweet and pass than the house one. Yes, nah. So that kind of person, you just need to control yourself and make yourself busy. Forget that any self exists. Ignore and completely say you know they cheat. Even sometimes say the advice I'm telling you know go do. Shame will catch him.
don't know. So are you going to continue to have intimacy with him, even though you know he's cheating? And you don't know
if he asks for it, because most of them they not go ask. So if he asks for it,
but you don't know
I will give him.
You don't know if he's
If he asks for it, I will serve him very well. As the kind of heart I have, I will serve him. I won't have any grudge against him. Even he will be shocked the kind of treatment he will get from me. You understand? He will think that I have another agenda in mind. But my mind will just be plain. You are still my husband. Okay. As long as you are not treating me bad, like the extent of beating and all those stuff. But for me to have a BP, I won't. I won't have BP at all for your head. See, there is something used to say that you can buy a man in the market, but you cannot buy your parents. So you put this man, his head actually has entered market. And for you to bring him back, you need extra knowledge and understanding for him to know that this kind of person, a quality one where I get for house. All this while they run here and there, still she's not doing anything bad to me. Rather, she increased her treatment towards me. by doing that, I think with prayer too, and sometimes discussion, ask him what led to that. But some man no go discuss that with you because you go hear another section of treatment. So the best thing is just leave him, let the shame catch him. If you need to invite other people for the house, and make them come and go feed on our food. In that way, I know as a human, you will get sense now. You go ask yourself, which kind of woman I get for this house? You may be thinking, maybe this woman wants to kill me. But no, I will give him very complete 100% freedom of his life. And if he still want to come and do, no problem. You still have right for that too. You understand? But I will not bother myself to kill myself headache. No. I will enjoy that marriage very, very well. I will not quarrel with him. I will not give him so much disturb. Neither tell anyone, but I will tell my God my case. So it depends. Maybe from their family they have plugimus or anything more there. So Etel never stay in one place. So yeah.
That's an interesting viewpoint. I was actually thinking that when you said, maybe like when you look into his lineage and find out that his people are known for cheating, I was thinking you were going to say, that means he's going to be an unrepentant cheat, and that means I will leave. And that was not the angle you were going, so you completely threw me off. I was like, okay. And
I not believe because see, there is a man in their family, their lineage, maybe the father be gurba here and there, you get.
Okay.
And their mama never leave. So those things sometimes without us knowing, it goes with us. It's still inside. So if you talk to your husband and he still continue doing the same thing,
okay,
you just let it be. One day he will come back to his sense. Because the kind of treatment you give him, it depends.
Let me just say, he will come back to his senses after his libido has gone down, after his things stop working. Men like that are very unrepentant. He will continue doing it until he grows old and he's still and then you have to take care of him as an old man.
Yes. Shit, I will not.
But I cannot advise you to leave your husband because one, you have kids, okay? You have children. And he's taking care of those children. That is the most important part here. You cannot depart him from his rights with his children. But the most thing here is cheating. That cheat is like kind of is inside him. You have talked to him several times. You have advised him several times, but still going ahead. So make it go ahead now. Help himself, make it go ahead more.
I see.
If you won't continue that way, no problem, make it continue. But don't stress yourself at all. As long as he's providing everything you need. But it's not beating you.
Rose, leaving yourself to your man when you know he's a chronic shit. That one is risk for your health. Now, what if he gives you?
It's not risk for my health, my sister.
How do you know?
What if he gives you
the kind of person I am. It's not risk.
Okay. So
like,
how would you have
for other person, there are some people who cannot take it. You understand?
No, what I'm talking about is what if he's with any of infection at all, diseases, any kind of infection. If he's a chronic shit, you better just hold yourself, tight yourself, and padlock padlock everything. There's no need.
There is clothes now. Those people they buy clothes, okay, where they wear them. Una go wear that clothes, put. You will be needing it, right? We're gonna wear that clothes or go wear that clothes. You know, I say you be cheater. I'm gonna go wear clothes well.
You're gonna go die from STD.
Husband hunter, is this
He
only
never see
female?
anything for this life. He ain't
Is
go
this
wonder,
only
say, which
female
kind of
show?
human being is this?
From a man, Kingsley. What do
Is
you have
this
to
only
say
female
about?
show?
Sorry?
This only female show?
Oh no, it's not. We were even looking for a man to join us, and we want to hear from a man.
The issue is that Ogo, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you? Beauty, Black
Very
Beauty, how are you?
well. Good evening.
Okay, I didn't the person that is on live too, the face is not showing. Good evening and
That's
good
Rose.
evening to all the
Good
viewers.
evening, sir. Sorry, I
Yeah.
couldn't. I have soldiers here.
Okay, husband hunter, let me, because I won't stay for long.
Okay.
I would like to say that the topic is not balanced
Okay.
because it seems it's going one-sided. Nobody likes to be cheated.
Okay.
I think next time it should be, what if your wife is cheating? Will you leave her? Or what if your husband is cheating? Will you leave your husband? Because at times it feels like it's only males that cheat in relationships or marriage.
It's not.
So you people are kind of it's injuring in the arts, you know. I'm really crying when I saw the topic. Like, are you people now calling every man a cheater or things like that?
I understand. And
But
go ahead.
yeah, my own point of view is like this is a very serious issue and need to be addressed. Because my sister said, what of if the husband um come in with a disease or things like that? We all knows that the Holy Communion, because I don't know if calling it a name will be okay for Facebook. Husband hunter, I know what he knows what I call Holy Communion.
I know.
Ogo, do you know what is Holy Communion?
I understand.
Okay.
Everyone go understand them now.
Okay. The Holy Communion, you know, it needs sanctification, you know. You have to be very specific about things. You can't really this person that you love, you can't really live in what will I say? What will I say? Is very, I don't know. It's just it's better you stab the person, you know, than giving the person a disease or things like that. So what I have to say is like, as a lady or as a husband, you need to shake if your husband is cheating. It's not about love or trust. It's about being informed. In this life now, we live with information. Nobody is perfect. Yes, you need to pray. Even God will reveal you if your husband or your wife is cheating. Yeah, you need to be active. You know, you need to be reasoning. You need to be ahead of him or her so that you know what is killing you or what is not killing you. And I would like to say, and if you find out that your husband is cheating, please address him quietly. Have a good fact. Don't just don't just start like, you have started again, you are cheating on me, all this, all this. Don't just start it like a fight, you know. Talk to him, tell him that you have decided that you want to live a long life, that please, this is 1 carton of balloon for him, you know. Anytime he feels like playing away matches, he should use it for your own safety. You are not telling him to stop. He knows that you are aware. You know, you are not telling him to stop it directly, but you are telling him to play safe, to always play safe. Then you talk to God. See, God answers prayer. If you can talk to God, that the bread, you know, the male side is the bread, while the woman side is the wine. The bread in the Holy Communion. You can talk to God, it will stop working. There is power in prayers. One argument also will catch your husband that he will stay and decide, I will never do this again in my life if you save me, God. You cannot solve it by your own power. These things are not something you can solve by your own power, even as well as females, you know. But we need to be careful because this is a very serious case. It's all about diseases and so many things. If you want to expose yourself, do it rightly. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Our sister here that is saying she knows how to. See, this Holy Communion of a stuff is not something that you sometimes you see that you are carried away. You don't even know when something might happen. You don't even know when the bread soaks in the wine that it dissolves. To know, you know when it will burst or things like that. So there are so many things concerning it. So we should not even pray about talking about safety. To me, abstinence is the key. If you are in a relationship or in a marriage, focus on your spouse. You know, the proper way to a cheating husband, like you said, address him, plead with him, tell him the implications for your generation or things like that. Keep on praying for him. Keep on leaving him is not the best option, because number one, if you leave your husband, definitely one of these days someone else will still get involved with you sexually, you know, someone else. And if you open yourself for someone and it happens that that is not your spec, another person will still come again. You have opened the boundaries. You have opened you have opened boundaries you have opened boundaries for yourself. So it's better for you to involve yourself with proper communication. Communicate with him, talk with him. Leaving your husband is not the best thing you have to do. Yeah, it is only when your husband is trying to kill you or beating you. That is when your husband beats you like he wants to use you like instrument. That is when it's not like living. Get people involved, you know, get people involved with facts. You know, I'm not encouraging bringing third parties when it comes to treating marriage issues. But when it comes to beating of a stuff, you still have nuclear family that can table it, know what the problem it is, you know, and come together and maybe solve the issues. So to me, that is my own contribution to that. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm always muting my mic, so
okay.
background distraction. But anyway, I was saying that you started by saying that the title was one-sided. That why is it we're always focusing on men? And
yes,
you're right. The title does seem like we are always attacking men, but we know that this issue of cheating, you know, is yes, both men and women cheat, but it is men that would justify, like the society justifies a man cheating, and you just did that in your comment. You know, you said something about the woman presenting the man with CD and telling the man to be safe, you know, and you know, for his own safety and for the wife's safety. So you just justified the man stepping out. Now, you did not give advice to women, because you started this, you know, your comment.
because why I didn't give advice to women is like I advised. I think I will be able to respect the topic you are treating. I shouldn't get myself involved mixing the topic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now I want to ask, what would you tell a man that knows his woman is cheating? I want to hear from a man's perspective.
I think it's still the same. It's same way. You have to know the reason, because before a woman cheats, that means there is something reasonable that might have caused it. You know, is two-sided ways. Yeah, I'm not trying to side females or things like that. It's either the husband is not really giving her attention, or the wife is still getting involved with his ex. You know, two things that is
Yeah.
involved, or definitely the female is that is she from the family, she's a wayward personality, you know, like mother like daughter, as they say. So because men always has the opportunities more than women to stay in the opportunity of seeing their opposite sex. Yeah. Females always stay in the house to market, from market to business, from business to um, church. So whenever a woman wants to cheat, that means she might have planned it, and she will plan it in a way that you can't even know what has transpired. But when a man wants to cheat, even if he plans it, you might really get information from someone else. It's either you call the people he's doing business with, please, where is Mpemeka? They will say Mpemeka is not in the shop now. Or where Mpemeka is not in the church, he's drinking. You know, you can easily suspect a man. But when a woman wants to cheat, I think you cannot even know, because it might take just few seconds, everything is gone. So what I will advise men that find out that their wife is cheating, know what is the reason. Yeah, know what is the
Yeah.
reason. If you are not giving her attention, or you are not performing your duty well, yeah, I think you should try as well to communicate with her as well, and still tell her the implications of what she is doing. That if she continues that way, your business will crumble. Advise her and see if she really felt like what she did is bad, and promised you that she will not do it again, or know the reason why she does it. If is a reasonable doubt, if it's reasonable, I think accept her back and um 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 start again with her. That is my advice.
Okay. I think your advice is not popular among men. There's not I don't think we have a whole lot of men out there that will hold to the same opinion as you, but I respect your opinion, and
No, it's not an easy decision, you know, but telling a woman to pack out of the house without knowing the reason why she cheated on you, you know. Yeah, because women are weaker vessels. Anything can happen at any time, you know.
Okay.
Something might. Nobody is perfect. You can see what's happened to so many cases about infidelity. When you ask questions about it, you see like is number one is communication and attention. You shouldn't have let so many things involve inside your family or things like that. Yeah. So, but the best interest is not telling her to pack her things out of the house. That is not the best. Know what is the issue, because if you marry someone that's a second wife, or start having side chick, that is not the best of it. You can still take that your wife to a hospital, check if she have infections or things like that, if she have been infected, if she's still okay, and if she sounds upright in humanity, that what she have done is wrong. You know, you take her, you pray for her, because it's expected that I will be the pastor. If my wife, she will be my church congregation, I'll be her pastor. Yes, I'll be the one to deliver my wife, not a pastor. Yes. So I will pray for her, and accept her is left for her and God. Because even if I chase her out, what of if I die tomorrow? What will happen to her?
Oh, Ugo, I really like your
If I chase
your
her out,
opinion.
if I die,
Then thanks for
Then,
joining.
so just wish every man out there would understand what you just said.
it's
As in,
not
like,
easy.
because
It's not
you
easy.
collecting
It's not
your
easy.
wife after your wife actually cheated on you. 100% of men go say, no way, the woman
Exactly.
must get to leave the house.
Yes,
The woman must
yes.
get to leave the house. So
See what I
saying,
want to.
I
Hold on,
love what
let's
you
hear
said,
from
though.
Blessing that just joined us. He has
I pray that men would behave like that, towards women, because I doubt, I really doubt, I
Honestly, I
doubt.
doubt.
If
That was
if you
what you
if you
said.
can see the ratio of how the existence of life seems, husbands die more often more than their wife. The
true.
ratio might be 65-35. Now, what happens to when the husband dies? Can you be able to sustain yourself by keeping those promises?
Yes, many women can, Ugo. Many women can. Many women can.
Many women are
Those
doing
cheating ones are the one they did not circumcise. Many women can. Me, actually, I can stay without a man for 4 years. I
My
can.
my
No,
Exactly.
no be bad. I'm saying it openly, publicly, on social media. I can stay without a man for 4 years.
Ogo
Seriously. Many
Ogo
women can. I'm telling you
Ogo.
the fact. I'm not
See,
speak for yourself.
I'm not trying to be a feminism, because you are now getting emotional attached to that female of a stuff, you know. Um, this is life. This is life, and when it comes to about life, anything can happen at any time. You
True.
know, anything can happen at any time. So, it might be out of rape, it might be out of emotional breakthrough. Anything can come at any time for you to solve so many issues.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it. Why I said it is like sending your wife out of the house does not solve the issue. I see someone that is saying, I'm not even sure you can do half of what you said, Ugo.
I
See,
wanted to
I
read the
wanted to
comment
actually
out.
say that.
see, see,
Listen, please.
Men
see,
will
even
not see what you just
any
said.
day you chase
The
your
woman
woman
must
out of the house, any day you chase
never.
your woman out of the house, number one is that if care is not taken, you are exposing her more to so many crimes
Many
and
men, they don't care. They don't mind. Their own is that they don't want to see that woman that cheated on them in their own house. That woman must to leave. Did you ask?
Yes, like Ugo, what you just said now, it's 1 out of 100 men that will actually not send their wife out of the house. It's 1 out of 100. So, like what you say now is like something that is very, very difficult for some men to do. Like, if some men are actually watching this life now, they will actually bash you for saying what you just said.
it's not about batching me or what or not. This is a true life story. When Mary Magdalene comes to when they wanted to kill her, my creator said to them, if you know you have not done something like this before, you should stone. Everybody stepped out. So some are times like this. We when we start doing what we are saying, I think that is when things start getting better in life. It's not someone that cheated on you, chasing her out is not the best option. The best option is finding out the reason why she cheated on you, as well as a man, you know, finding out the reason why your man is cheating on you. You know, when you find it out, you analyze it. When you analyze it, know really if their family background supports such evils, you know, and know who she cheated with. If someone cheated with her ex, that means that is a seasonal cheating. Yeah. If someone cheated with where maybe working ethics where she's working or things like that, you know that she needs to stop such work, you know. But if somebody just cheated with somebody she does not know at all, for the first time she's just seeing the person and she's cheating on, just know that the case needs proper attention, you know. That is why in a marriage or in a union, it needs proper attention. While your wife is working, always call her to know what she's doing. Call her at intervals sometimes, not like getting on her throat. Yes, call her sometimes. The fellow workers, we know that the husband is calling. She can able to say, yes, I'm talking with my husband. You people do not know that so many people once you are married is all about what will I say? So many people will be throwing stones at you. Even your husband's siblings that does not love you, they want you, maybe if they hear any news that you cheated, they will say, yes, I said it. You will go. Things with people always believe bad news. Okay, we are saying this now. Davido or this man, what is that, Banky, that the Gist Lover just surfaced her news. Did we confirm if it is true? It's not online in-laws. Are we not supporting and saying, yes, they did it? Yes, they did it. That is one thing about life. So that is why we need to be careful. As you are saying, yes, they did it, so many people are waiting to say to you also, yes, they did it. Yes, they know that you are cheating. Yes, so many stories will surface. So that is why we need to be praying and careful whenever we enter some things like marriage. You need to be very, very careful in anything you are doing. Stop talking to your ex as a lady when you are married. Stop telling her your feelings or anything. Yeah, I don't see any advantage still that is, I don't see any good things that is still coming inside the conversation. Yeah, stop talking to a married man, a married woman. Know your limits. Yes, know your limits of how you discuss with someone that is your friend that is married. Don't ask silly questions. Stop asking nonsense questions. Is your wife good in bed? All those rubbish, all those nonsense, you know. It is how it starts, but you don't know. That is how it will be starting small, but you don't know. Both of you will be asking yourself silly questions. When it will happen, you will start calling devil. Yes, when it happens, you will start calling devil. Have proper communication with your own person and proper communication with God. Things will work out for you. I'm not a supportive of cheating, but if it happens, the best solution is not to send anybody packing, you know. It's not to send anybody packing. The best solution is to seek God's guidance about it. Okay, let's use God principle. What does God say about a cheating wife or a cheating husband? What does he say about it? He said, do not commit adultery. If God does not know that such things will not happen, he wouldn't have put it in the commandments. He knows, do not commit adultery. It's left for you and God. Your own, for what you need to do in your own is to make sure you get good information. Why is my wife cheating on me? What is the her health status? After 3 months, is she with any infection, or is she infected, or is she doing still well? What is her communication again in life? That is what you will be, not about taking judges with God. Leave her for God, but as well maintain your boundaries. That is my advice.
Okay, thank you for that. We really appreciate hearing from a man's perspective. What is it? Ada said that most men find it very hard to forgive their women if the woman cheats, but women are the one that finds it easier to cheat. Maybe, I really don't think that women find it easier to cheat. It's just that society has made it such. I want to reference back to Sound Mind's video that I played. I think this whole thing of being able to forgive or not being able to forgive depends on the person's character, depends on if the person is repentant. If the person is an unrepentant cheat, I don't see any reason why you should hang around. for your own safety, for your own, mental health, and just for your own sanity. Yeah.
He said if you can deal with it, why not stay and work things out with your
Exactly.
husband?
So he did give
He said
two
if you can deal,
scenarios.
if your husband is a chronic shit and you can deal with it. That was what
And
he
you had a
said.
topic
Why can't you
mechanism.
just
Go ahead.
What?
If you cannot,
What did
then leave.
I didn't hear what you said, Ogo.
She was
I said
explaining
sound mindset.
the video that I
What
played.
sound
I don't
mindset?
know if you missed it. I
If
will
your
explain it to
husband is
you.
a chronic, and you know very well that your husband is a chronic shit, and you know you
Yes.
can deal with it, you can just stay and work things out with your husband instead of leaving, because you already know that your husband is a chronic shit. Even before you got married to him, even as you're living with him, you already know that he's a chronic shit. If you can deal with it, then why are you leaving? Why are you complaining? You got married to a chronic shit, then why are you complaining that your husband is a shit? That means you can deal with it. But if you know that your husband is not capable of shitting on you, then he does that, you'll be like, babes, come, what really what is really the problem? What happened? Like, you want to find out what actually happened that made him shit on you. That was how he explained it. So he was like two different kind of men. If you have it in mind that your husband is this kind of person, you know your husband is not straightforward, and you already knew about it before you got married to him, then you don't need to start complaining that your husband is a shit, that your husband do shit around. You understand? But if you have it in mind, or you already know your husband as that kind of a gentle person, and he does that, you're not supposed to be paranoid. Call him and talk things out with him. That's just what he said.
Ogo, see,
So
I want to say something about this marriage of a stuff. Just pray that you marry someone that you have the same pace with. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? See, if I happens to be a House of Assembly member, and I happens to come to you now, asking for your hand in marriage. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
And
Go.
within yourself, you have looked at me and said, this guy is okay, he's okay, he's calm. Let me see what I can do. You start giving it a thought. At a time, you said, okay. Yes, you said yes to me. And now, all the time, I'm going to meeting, I'm traveling. Do you think you can able to talk to me concerning some certain things?
I will not be able to talk to you because we didn't get to date. I didn't know that you are a shit or you are not a shit. I'm just getting to know. So I think I'll just give you time. I think I'll give you time about that. If you get to repeat it constantly, like you keep repeating it, oh boy, I think if I really cannot handle that, I will just find another way out of it too. You understand? So a man cheating for the very first time is not something someone should just come outside. Okay, my husband cheated, I would leave. Or hey, everybody should come outside. My husband cheated on me. But if he does it repeatedly, constantly, he keep doing it every time, you keep talking about it, and you know you can't deal with it. Even if you guys did not get to date, you just get married within like a week or 2 weeks, you got married to yourselves, and like your husband, you didn't find out that your husband is a chronic shit, or maybe you just started shitting. Give him time, at least time. If he keeps doing it, then maybe, I don't know, if you can't handle it, then you leave. Or which other way?
Do you know why I used such case to justify you?
I was going to ask you to explain because I didn't quite get you.
Yes. See, that is why I used the first sentence. Try to marry someone that is within your space. So many people rush into marriage without knowing the tempo of the person they are marrying. If someone's tempo that wants to marry you is higher than your own, please look into it very well. It's not a must that you must marry at that point in time. There is no how you can marry someone that is 100% and your battery level is 30%. So you are marrying someone that the battery percent is 100%. So you are marrying someone 30%. Can you be able to talk to the person, ask the person questions at that very time that he's asking you or hands in marriage. Not like doing like Mary Magdalene, Virgin Mary or things like that.
Asking questions like what kind of question? If he's a shit or if he, I don't know, what kind of question
No,
are you
it's
going to
not
ask him?
about asking if he's a shit. You can't ask a man if he's a shit. You know.
Then what kind of question are you talking
No,
about?
you guys can have conversations.
If
You know, like this kind of conversation, this kind of topic that's currently trending. You can tell a
You know
whole
what-
lot about a person by the person's reaction and opinion on trending topics. You know, for instance, what is currently trending is this whole of husbands cheating and what women should do. If you ask your man, you know, what should a woman do? Should a woman leave a cheating husband? His opinion is going to tell you the type of a man he is.
Man, yeah, it's true. You're right.
So you don't need to ask him straight up, you know, are you the cheating type or are you going to cheat on me? There's a whole lot of ways to find out what someone believes in without asking them directly.
So why I said so is try. It's not like you know. Stop looking at someone that is. We are praying that we meet a better person in life, you know. But
Yeah.
why we are praying so, so many people started, no matter how little they are. It's all about finding someone that understands who you are, somebody you can really understand, you know. Yeah, stop marrying someone that the battle level is 100%, you are 30%. It can never work out. You are just
What
a
you're trying
slave in that.
What you're trying to say, before someone gets married, at least courtship should be called for.
Forget
Right.
about courtship. You can court somebody for 6 months or a year or 2 years. Doesn't mean that person you have really know the best of the person.
You can't go dating somebody for 6 months or a year. At least you should be able to know the person's character. The person not hide and reach 1 year now.
Which type are you expected to come and be? Did you fix any camera in his house?
Even if you're not living with him, at least there are sometimes you want to like go to his house and spend weekend with him, and that one him go bring out his
Which type
character.
of weekend are you spending? Which type of
No,
weekend
not
are you spending
necessarily,
with him?
Some people can hide their character for long. No, don't talk like that too.
Ogo, please don't talk like that.
And-
Too. Some people can be very,
Ogo.
very like secretive. They can hide it to any extent. See, when they feel like they've gotten married to you, there's no way out for you. That's when you start seeing attitude. Have you not heard of people that have dated for like 6 years and 3 months or 6 months into the marriage and they want
They
to call
get
it
a
quits
divorce.
because they can't cope with each other?
Mhm.
They can't cope with each
Yeah.
other. So do you tell me that they did not date long enough to get to know each other? Do you get the
Okay.
point now? So anybody can hide their self. How long they decide to. You can have a very dirty attitude and you can be very good at, covering it up and nobody would actually notice it. Do you get?
Until
See, when you get married to
yeah.
that person, you will start picking that hint as fast as possible because now you're in the same space with that person. You're now living together. Every day you wake up to see that same person. You're always in the house with that same person. You will get to notice it faster than when you're dating. So I even say that dating, just like Ugo said, Ugo is very right in what he said. You can date someone 6 months, 1 year, and you still don't know what you needed to know. They will hide it from you. They will hide it. They can be cheating and you would not still know. They'll be a very like gentleman with you, everything, but they will be cheating right under your nose and you would not know. Do you understand? So like, you see that courtship of a thing.
Can you hear me?
You're breaking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I'm
I
listening.
can hear you, but I think Blessing is breaking.
Yeah.
Ugo, I just remembered something you said when you first chimed in, and you said that if a man is cheating, the woman should talk to the man and maybe present him with a box of CD and explain to the man that she's giving it to him for his own safety and for her safety. For me, I would say that conversation should even go further. I'll tell the man, look, here's a box of CD for you. use it for your own safety. Because for me, when I play away match, I will make sure to also use it. I will make sure that my partner also use it. So there you go. Here's your box of safety. Enjoy yourself. Be safe, because when I'm out there, doing my own thing, I'll be safe too. Let's see how that will play out. Honestly, that's the kind of conversation I'll have. I will not leave it at just giving the man the CD.
You cannot. What if you
I will take it further. Here's your own. My own
wife. No man will want to hear such word from the wife telling a man that you, even if you
want the husband to be cheating. I'm just talking personally.
See, these things are. Stop seeing. Once you are seeing your husband as a semi-god, once you are seeing your husband as a semi-god, it is very difficult for you to enjoy that marriage.
That's true.
Your husband should be someone that you can easily confide in. Stop seeing men as tough. We have ways to talk to a man. Sometimes you ladies don't even understand that men are weaker vessels. You'll be thinking that they say that women are weaker vessels. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, Ogo?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, find a way to purge in your man's heart and talk with him. It's not like he knows his weak points. He knows a man's weak points. He knows him very well. Yeah. The only thing you have to do is know yourself very well. Know yourself.
If I have that conversation with my man where I present him with a box of CD and I tell him that I also have my own that I intend on using if I decide to play away match, he would want to have a conversation. He would want to know what is happening. Wait, let me finish.
I support you.
Am I cheating?
Yes.
That conversation will have to happen by force. And then that will open up an avenue for us to really sit down and talk. Does he really want to continue cheating? If he does continue cheating, what are the possible outcomes? How will I react to it? Am I going to keep forgiving him? Will I go ahead and play my own away match? Will I leave the relationship? We are going to have to discuss the possible outcome or the possible consequences for his action. Like, I'm not of the mindset that I'm just going to play hide and shield him and pray for him, give him a box of CD for him to be safe. Hell no. No, honey. We're going to have a discussion. If someone is telling me to give him a box of CD, oh sure, I will do that, but I will do more than that. I will buy 2 of them. Honey, this is your own. And honey, this is my own. Let's have fun. We will have that discussion that he wants to run away from. By me saying that I also have my own that I intend on using, he will be forced to have a conversation with me, because he's not going to maybe kick me out of the house because I said this. No, whoever he says it to will be like, are you all right? Did you catch your wife cheating? She only said. Your wife is a wise woman. Honestly, if I hear a story of a woman doing that, I'll tell you that woman is a wise woman. She knows exactly what she's doing. And by saying that, it doesn't mean that I'm going to cheat, because I actually don't believe in cheating back. It's not in my character. If I cannot handle a cheating man, I'll kukuma leave. Or if I can deal, I will stay. But I'm not going to cheat back, because cheating back is like me uselessing myself, giving myself to a man that I probably don't care about. And at the end of the day, who's going to be the laughing stock? And we all know how men act. If a man sleep with you, they will tell their partners or their friends that, I slept with her. You become a laughing stock. You become the talk of the town.
Not everybody, husband hunter.
But I'm just saying, generally speaking, personally speaking, I'm not the type that will preach to cheat back. If a woman decides to cheat back, I understand. I understand. Personally, I will not do it. So by me, presenting a box of condom to my husband and telling him that, this is my own, that I will use it if I play away match, does not mean that I'm going to, but it's just for him to know that I am capable of. If I decide, here is my own protection and I will use it. It all depends on how we all play this game. And men understand. They know what is at stake.
Husband hunter.
I'm listening.
There is something I want to chip in. sometimes when I've been hearing so many various stories, maybe in some people pages, like madams will be saying she doesn't know what comes over her, and she slept with the houseboy,
Hmm.
and really the houseboy is using her as a bet for money now, you know. And this thing is troubling her. So, and if the husband find out, she will be going home, you know.
Okay.
Um, I have seen a story whereby a lady, the husband was controlling, doing so many things to her. The woman cannot control it, and she went and got some of these powers from evil powers, and the woman starts controlling the husband to the extent that the husband is now like a pencil. You can easily erase, a pencil. You can easily, when someone is a pencil, the person is just a walking corpse, you know. So now the woman is regretting what she have done, finding
Oh,
herself in such position, like her husband is now like a pencil. She can't
baby.
he can't even do anything again. Everybody knows that something is wrong. That is it, both in the market, because the husband is so rich. So everybody knows that this woman has taken
Johnson.
a bolder step. Now, this evening, I saw one lady. She was our previous what is it called? Church teacher's wife. Yeah. Let me call it Reverend's wife. Yeah. You know. And I know when the husband was coming to school, when I was still in university, I know when this guy was still coming to school to check up on her, maybe to know whether it will work out between both of them. They got married within a short period of time. Both of them started, but at a time it was hell of stories, you know, fights, so many things started happening. Both of them got separated. But I'm happy seeing this woman today. She's she has that courage in her, self-confidence in her. She's now a happy woman. Why I have said all these stories, like most of our females get themselves involved in something that will destroy their generation because they want to look like what they don't seem to look like. If really you are tired of a marriage, if you know yourself, pull out from it. God will still give you another marriage that will sustain your life. If really you know that you have good potentials within yourself, marriage is not the best thing that can ever happen in your life. Marriage is not because most of our women says it like marriage is their last bus stop. And that is one of the causes of divorce here and here. Someone will be coming to marry you. You don't even know the person. You didn't even give. Guys, I don't really know what to say, you know. So I was happy seeing this lady this evening being herself, living her life, you know. Don't look at what people will be saying. If really you have cheated on your husband and you think like somebody is now using it as a bet to you, tell your husband. If your husband tells you to back out, back out. Once you knows yourself, I'm trying to tell you, people will laugh at you, but those people laughing at you are not better than you. This is the society. This is the society we have found ourselves in. People that are laughing at you are people that you are better than.
That is the reason why to be cautioned in marriage, mostly women.
It's not about
Since we
being
know,
cautioned. I want to let you know that marriage is not last option for you to be the best type of person you want. That is what I'm trying to tell you. It's good for everybody to get married. Yes, it's good. But don't be a slave in marriage. I don't encourage that. Don't just get married, don't just get into modern slavery of marriage.
Okay, were you going to
yeah,
say something? Because I have something to add, but I'll allow you
Yeah.
to speak first.
So my own is like I've said it all concerning about people should stop seeing marriage as their last option. You know, there are things that are most important to ourselves. Yourself is the most important thing about you. God, yourself, and your family. Yes. Any other person that is coming close to you should be questioned. Yourself, God, yourself, and your family. Any other person should be questioned. You know, don't just expose yourself to somebody that's a stranger in the name of marriage. That's my advice to people that are just trooping into marriage, divorce. You saw someone because this person is a reverend, because the person is a gentleman. You are saying, yeah, he's very handsome, he's good. But those people that are giving you green light since that you know truly well this is the type of person they are. You have not even given it a thought. Just like you pumped in a guy, you saw that the guy has a good shirt. He bought a man. This life is all about packaging. If I want to come close to you, I will not wear this polo I'm wearing. I'll package myself. When you come inside my house, you see that life is still the same process. Even if you're a president, even if
I
you're a
want to add
president,
to the stuff you said,
yes,
Ugo. You said that we're talking about how people view marriage, and
yeah,
some, women see their husbands as a demigod. And what I want to add to that is that a woman's reaction to her husband cheating depends on how she values marriage. A woman that
yeah,
values marriage over her happiness is more likely to tolerate a whole lot of stuff and endure. I respect marriage. I respect, the union between a man and a man. I encourage people, to find love, to settle down, and to be with that person that makes this life much more sweeter. But I'm also of the mindset that if being in marriage is going to cost you your happiness, is going to stress your life, is going to give you a necessary headache, then there's no need to be in that marriage. I always tell my male partner, when I'm in a relationship, that I'm already a happy individual. Being in a relationship with you is an added bonus to my already happy life. This is like a cherry on top. If being in a relationship with you is not going to give me happiness, and I know life happens, even in a relationship, we encounter challenges, we face it together. But generally speaking, if being in a union is going to make me miserable, is going to make me more sad, more angry than I am as a single person, then there's no need for that relationship. There's no need for that marriage. There's no need for me to stay married to a cheating husband when I know that cheating is a deal breaker. And I know that when that man cheats, it eats at me. Like, I don't have peace of mind. I'm always looking over my shoulder. I'm angry at the world. I'm angry with my husband. I feel disrespected. Then I will not stay put. Personally, I will not stay put, because then what's the point? I was much happier being single. I was much happier being on my own. Why, like, render myself to this torturous lifestyle in the name of being married? So I'm saying all that to say that what women tolerate in marriage depends on the value they place on that marriage. A woman who, places marriage over her happiness is more likely to endure all sort of nonsense in the name of I'm not going to leave. That's just my own personal opinion.
No, it's not like a woman places happiness. A woman that places peace.
What is peace to the woman? Because for me personally, being with a cheating husband is opposite of peace.
You know, happiness is not peace. You know, so I can make you to be happy now, but that does not mean that you have peace of mind.
They go together, they go hand in hand, but I get your
So
point.
this is a two different pronoun. Am I getting it right?
Yes. So to me,
Yes.
happiness is like, I guess you could say it's a temporary thing, while being at peace is more of a permanent state of mind. Is that
So
what you're trying to say?
yes, any woman that you see that does not want issues in her marriage, just wants peace to reign in the family, you know, it's not about happiness. The person does not want peace to reign. That is, it doesn't want issues, people to see her marriage as a collapsed issue, you know. But what I will tell our women is learn how to pray. Learn how to pray. God will answer your prayer. If your husband is a cheating person, keep on telling God and keep on
Right.
getting proactive information about him so that you
But
yourself
you
will
know
not
that
get.
God gave us free will. I honestly don't think that a woman can pray herself or pray her husband out of cheating, because humans have free will. It is a man that takes the decision to cheat. He wasn't being controlled by the devil. He wasn't being controlled by a mind controller. Like, he made the decision to cheat. He is also the one who's going to make the decision not to cheat. Prayer is not going to solve this problem.
Husband hunter, you're in a Western world and you
Man
have
should be called
it,
now. God help
it,
those who help themselves. Man should be
it-
called to order.
it's
I
not
Thank
about
support
you.
what
calling. See, it's
said.
not listening to me, Ogo. You are still single. Do you
They should
understand?
report the king's
Listen,
men. The man.
listen to me. Listen to me.
You're still
I
single.
want to say
What
something.
makes you think? Oh, never mind. I was going to say, what makes you think she's still single?
Both of us are singles. Listen to me. Husband hunter, you have been in a Western world for a long period of time. And anybody that has been in a Western world does not mean that the person does not pray. You know, do you understand? The type of prayer people in Nigeria do praise is something else, you know, is
Where has
something else.
prayer gotten us to as Nigeria, Nigeria as a whole?
No,
Where has
I'm trying
prayer
to say
gotten us?
you are saying that prayer, you are seeing it as that prayer cannot work.
There are some things that prayer does not solve. These are practical problems that need
In
practical
Nigeria,
solutions.
I'm just trying to tell you with a practical example. Things I say is not like it's just coming. I'm using when I'm saying something, I'm using things that happened around me as a point of view.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you the truth. If you find out that your husband is cheating or that your husband drinks a lot, you know, you cannot solve those things by proper communications. Even if you communicate with him from morning till night, it will not change him. How do your husband relate with God?
It will. I'll give you an instance.
How,
Let
how
me speak
wait,
from my own personal
wait.
experience.
Do you know why? Do you know what is prayer?
I want to answer that your question, or that
Yeah.
I want to comment and say something about that comment that you drop about prayer being the solution. I have
It's not like I'm saying that.
wait,
It's
wait,
not that
let me
I'm saying
explain.
that prayer is the only thing you have to do. You know, but people always fight with their strength, like saying the person must stop it today by force. Maybe by communicating with the person, you must stop
Talking
it.
and setting
You must
a
stop
clear
it.
boundary is one of the ways to solve the problem. And I'll give you an instance, a very practical instance from my own personal experience. I was dating a young man, and I told him flat out that smoking is a deal breaker. Drinking, I'm okay with, as long as you don't get drunk. You know, I don't mind at the end of the day, you know, we eat dinner, you have a glass of wine, or you go out with your friends, you socialize, you have, you know, 1 or 2 bottles of beers. I get that. But smoking is a flat out a deal breaker. I told this young man, and he said, "Oh no, that's not a smoker." And then first time he came to visit me, I had a girlfriend then that smokes. So my girlfriend stepped out to smoke, and you know, she offered him a cigarette. He accepted. He came back in, and of course, I smelled the cigarette on him. I was like, "Guy, man, what's up?" I said, "No, no, 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 no. That he's just." I thought you say you don't smoke. He said, "No, no, no, no. That he doesn't smoke. That he's just a social smoker." I was like, "Guy, I told you smoking is a deal breaker for me." He swore up and down that he's not a smoker, even that the social smoking thing he does is just, it's not a problem. I said, okay, I let that go. Then I later found out that the guy smokes. I went to visit him, and he said he's going outside to do something. I said, okay. Guy man left his house, went down the street, removed his top to smoke, because you know when people smoke, the residue of the smoke stays with them. So he went outside, walked all the way down the street, removed his shirt, and was smoking. After he finished smoking, he put his shirt back on and came in. He didn't know that I saw him because he took so long. I went outside. I was like, where is bros? Where did he go? And I looked and saw this guy naked walking down the street smoking. So when he came back, I was like, where did you go? He said, oh no, you don't know. And you know, he tried to cover the story. I was like, you want to smoke? He said, he laughed about it. I said, guy, I told you from the onset that smoking is a deal breaker for me. He said, oh, that he's going to change. I should be patient. I know that, you know, people that smoke or try to quit smoking, that is a very difficult habit to break. He's really working hard on it. I should please hang in there. He really likes me. He really loves me. Blaja, blaja, blaja. After all said and done, I said, okay. I went home, and that was the end of it. Guy called and called and called and called and called and begged and begged and begged and begged. I said, no, I don't want. A year later, he came back and told me that he quit smoking and that he has proofs to show that he quit smoking, and that he desperately wanted me back into that relationship, that he went counseling, he did this, he did that, and that today he's no longer a smoker because me leaving that union really crushed him. Now, if I had stayed in that relationship, this is somebody that told me that he's a social smoker, it's not a big deal, but he was going behind my back to smoke. When you excuse some certain actions and say you are going to pray about it, God will touch the person's heart. Some things, prayers do not work. You have to take practical steps for it to stop. Now, if I want, I could have, if I wanted, I could have gone back to that man, because now I know he's no longer a smoker, because I had a very stern boundary. Now, when I saw him smoking with my girlfriend, that's when I could have ended the relationship. But I created a room for, just to give him the benefit of doubt. Yes, I saw him smoking and I said, okay, please don't do it again. He said he won't. Then I saw him the second time, now trying to cover up. He was now playing smart, now trying to cover up. My dear, I had to walk away. And that was how I solved that problem. I moved on with my life. I'm happy. Whether he's happy, I don't care. But I am happy. And that was the decision I took. I could have stayed and endured and prayed for him and go on my knees every single day and pray that God will touch his heart and he will stop smoking. But God has given us the will to make certain decisions. He chose to smoke. I chose to walk away. Problem solved.
Husband Hunter,
I'm listening.
I really understand what you have discussed, what all you have said, but I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
This is a two different ideology.
Okay.
Is a two different ideas. The person you are talking about, it happens that both of you are still in a relationship. It's not marriage.
Same thing. It is still the same concept.
Did you have any issue for him
I would have taken the same decision if we were married.
Now, see, this your ideology, this is just a different view to something about marriage.
Okay.
Now, somebody that is married, you know, this is what comes in. If you are in courtship, you know, or dating, this application you said now will work perfectly in courting and dating. But we agree with me that in marriage, so many parties are involved in it. The
Okay.
both families, the third man, the children, the kids, you know, are involved in it. So when you want to take any decision, somebody that has like 4 kids for you, you know, or 5 kids, or even 3 kids, and your husband is cheating. That is why I'm saying, like, this is when prayer comes in, you know. This is when prayer comes in. A man that truly prays and knows God and can be transformed in God by prayer, we stops all those things.
A man that truly knows God will not put himself in such situation.
Yes, that is
Also,
why
I want to add something. You were trying to differentiate between my situation and that of a married couple. Now,
yes,
there are certain decisions someone will make, you know, if the person loves you or not. Now, we are talking about chronic cheats. Assuming the man cheated once, you know, it's okay to forgive the man depending on the circumstance surrounding that cheat. If a man is a chronic cheat, it means he has no respect for his wife. This is not a matter of praying or not praying. And if a man does not have respect for me as a wife, I don't have any business in that relationship or in that union. Whether we have 2 kids or 10 kids or we've been married for 10 years, if he keeps going out there to cheat, it means he has no regard for me as his wife. It's a deliberate decision he has taken on his end, because there's a whole lot that goes into it.
Husband hunter, be coming down. Are you a barrister? You know you are so intelligent. Are you a barrister? Be coming down. Listen, husband hunter. Listen. Listen to me.
God, feel free to chime in. No, this is not about me. I'm just saying my own.
Husband
But you're
hunter,
right, though.
husband hunter,
So,
listen
if
to
a
me.
man continuously do this thing, it has nothing to do with prayer, because if he's a man of God or a man that you know is a Christian, then he should know that whatever he's doing is wrong to begin with. I don't need to intercede on his behalf. He's the one that's
I think
a chronic
he
cheater.
knows.
You know, sometimes we keep seeing things in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
You are just seeing it as the person does not have respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Now, any man that cheats does not even love his life. Just know it. Like, stop seeing it in the perspective of having respect for you. Just know that any man that has started cheating that is the same day he's started digging his grave. You know.
He doesn't know that.
Yes, that is why I'm telling you that these things are something that is above us as a man. I'm a man, you know. I'm a man. It's not about seeing it as you don't value your wife. If I didn't value my wife, then I will make it objective that I'm a cheater.
So if the wife is cheating, I know you've already stated your opinion on this. So if a wife is cheating and she's a chronic cheat, and people know she's a chronic cheat, you know the thing with this, you know, constant cheating of a thing. There's one. Hold on. There's a difference between your partner cheated once. We can sort of cover that, you know, within the family. The man and the woman can cover it up.
Yes.
And then there's something also known as chronic cheat. This one is everybody knows that the husband steps out. It's very disrespectful for the wife, because this is not only just them.
Stop saying disrespectful for the wife.
No. It's the other way around too. No. Let's flip the switch.
Disrespectful for the man as well.
Let's flip the switch. If it is the woman that is known to be a chronic cheat, the fact is she has no respect for the husband. So this goes both ways. This is not about a man or a woman. Anybody that constantly cheats on their partner has no respect for who they are with. Why are you with that person if you're going to always choke your this thing in other people's? It makes no sense that you took a vow to be in a monogamous relationship. It makes absolutely no sense. If a woman is doing it, she has zero respect for her husband. If a man is doing it, he has zero respect for the wife.
You're right, the husband sometimes.
Go ahead, Kingsley. Do you give up?
No, see, listen to me, husband hunter. Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen to me. These things are very simple. It is not about having respect. It's not about having respect or not having respect. Once a husband is cheating on the wife, the husband himself does not have respect for himself and the family. You know, he just needs. How did David cheat? How did he cheat? What happens after doing something like that? You know, it cost him so many things. You know, so it's not all about respect for the wife. You are causing a damage for your own generation. That is why I'm trying to say, had it been that David was active, he wouldn't have done those mistakes, taking someone's wife, killing someone at the process. So, but when these things happen, it's we have to learn a lesson from it. So why I'm saying so is like, one, your husband is cheating. There is nothing hard that God cannot do. I'm not saying you should not use proper communication or you shouldn't talk to him. When you are talking with him, talk with God too. Tell God, talk with God. Have proper communication with God. You know, tell him.
It doesn't work like that too.
Oh yeah, I'm at work. Gee ntị, ama m ndị nọzi otu a anọ kịta. That is the
It wasn't God that caused it, it was STD.
Ụmụ nwanyị gwa gị ọwụdụ maka ụmụ nwanyị gwa gị ekpere fa na-ekpe. Ụmụ nwanyị gwa gị ụdị ekpere fa na-ekpe.
I'm telling you, it wasn't God that did it. Ọ ihe ha metara.
Ọ bụrụ maka STD, anaghị m ekwu maka ọwụdụ maka STD. Anaghị m ekwu maka STD, yotago. Anaghị m ekwu maka STD. Ọ bụ na emepe kịta so ụmụ nwanyị bịa kwube, ndị use go nere prayers na-abịa kwube how really their husband is juzu oyi ka mmiri oyi. Fagwago ụdị ekpere fapere. Ịma
nwoke na-ata ego ya agwụgo na.
Ọ bụrụ maka ego ya, gee m ntị. Why did God say a wise woman builds her home? Kedu ebe wiseness gị si? Iche no by kebe wiseness.
It's not about you praying for your husband.
You having boundaries. Having discussions.
Your calmness alone.
Ana m achọfụta na ede ekpere.
I'm a
calm woman. Forget. There are some that prayer did not solve for me. I solved them with my own action.
Gee m ntị. Enwere nchọrọ ịgwa gị. Ebe a husband hunter nọ kịta abụrụ otu ụwa dị ka ọ dị na Nigeria.
So must we continue to peddle the same nonsense ideology? Something has to change. So the environment is different. That's why we are having these discussions. So that people will learn.
This guy stop saying. This guy stop saying what you are saying. Ọ bụrụ na di gị cheat on you, ga-amụ ya ụla, ịghọtago, tie ya ihe, ịghọtago.
No,
that's not what we're saying.
But somebody na say see, or sometimes get mentality in Nigeria. Before you na go, before you get interview, you must pray in Nigeria. True or false?
True.
And the in an office onya, in a feel maybe no man can work on or walk yotago. This life is all about faith and belief, Yota.
True, but here's the
what
thing.
You believe in works for you.
We add prayer to it. No, let me add to what.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to say.
Go to interview, pray before they step into whatever. But not
yes.
everybody that steps into that gets the job. So the prayer did not give the person the job. It becomes a kind of like a routine, ritual things that people do. People just pray for random things and pray and hope for the best. If there are things that have practical solutions to, my thing is solve that problem in a practical manner and leave prayer out of it. It's okay to pray, but also take actions. A woman can decide to separate herself. I'm not saying she should divorce. Like Gogo was saying, she said if the husband is a chronic cheat, she might not go anywhere, but she will lock up. So a woman can decide to lock up for her own safety, for her own mental health, and also pray. But you cannot tell me that a woman will continue being all lovey-dovey, doing her wifely duties, and be praying for the husband to have a change of mind. And this, no. When she locks up, her action alone has sort of shown the husband that, okay, my wife has a limit. And this is her expressing herself. Yes, she's going to be praying, but she's also doing this other thing to make it known to the man that, my dear, my wife is not happy with me. But you cannot be playing blind eyes and praying for your husband and pray that God will touch him and change his ways.
Husband Hunter, did I just say that you can only pray? When I started, I've already gave my opinion. But I'm just trying to tell people that are in marriage, you need to pray. You need to pray. Some husband doesn't come back on time in their family. You have go on about 10. On about 10, na about 11, na about 12. In our year kedi nwoke. How many husband hunter iji ekwukwe n'ihe abụ na o nwere ndị a na-akpọ onyere ngụgba ịghọtago ọ bụrụ nwa niile abịa na ụmụ nwaanyị na ọ bụrụ nwa niile emenwe ụdị ihe ị na-ekwu eke nwaanyị into 100 sọsọ ndị emenwe ya mmadụ 10 in the system of
yes,
you can do it because that's
I can't do
you can do
I can't
it.
No, I can't. I see my husband outside it.
That is why when I'm telling you the situation, I'm using husband hunter is using Western word to apply to these issues.
Word is a personality thing. There are women in Nigeria that would do it. You have nothing to do with Western thing. It depends
on somebody. My friend in Nochanwan, or maybe do 5 months on one.
Yeah.
Then Putalo Phobos. Fuyebe or some go Josie. Nsi ananne so na moto e onwe ebe mpaake ama ka o suwe mi ya nsoro na moto ọ bụrụ na ọnwa chọtara ya ịghọtago ọ kwụrụ ka alụcha nwaanyị 5 months ago o wee buru nwa were pụọ jee richaa Holy Communion o ruo ebe 5 days ọ na-aga nwa accident ịghọtago na ọ bịara osi m na o mekwa ihe ọzọ n'ụwa ya ịghọtago na o mekwa ụdị ihe ọzọ n'ụwa ya na ọ gaghị emezikwa ụdị ihe ji ekwu ihe a bụ practical things that happens. It's happened. Men are cheating, women are cheating. Women builds her home with prayers, but you don't understand. If you be onye bu HIV, you'll be having sex with the person you'll ebute in no n'ike aka nke gị.
When your immune system has to be that one, no. Person has a
Then-
strong immune system.
I'll give you another example, you know, to
Then
counter this what you
Ogo,
just said.
Ogo,
That
I
person
just go to a husband
I want
husband
to give you another
system.
practical example.
have
Just
a
hear me.
strong immune
Let me hear you.
system.
Let me explain. So you were talking about your friend that got married and within 5 months he was already cheating. Let me tell you someone that was going to cheat on his wedding day with me. I had a gentleman I was dating. We broke up for reasons.
Ekwusine nọọsụ nsọ ụmụ nwaanyị ka m gwazie gị na ụmụ enyi
Wait.
so I like ịchọrọ iji nwoke wee kwukwa because na m kwu nwoke gee ntị na enwego nwaanyị mma na-ayọ his ex ka ọ bịa lahụ with her night
I
of
know it happens both ways. I'm telling you,
achọrọ m ka anyị balansị ya ngwa kwuwezie because n'obere oge ọ bụrụ ụmụ nwoke.
No, well, this is not about men. Remember, I told you it's not about men. But you were talking about someone you knew that married and within 5 months he was already stepping out. And I'm going to tell you about someone I knew that was going to cheat like on his wedding day. Someone I was involved with, we broke up and we weren't really in contact with each other, but once in a while we would say hello. And I had his sister's contact information on WhatsApp. You know, I think 2 years ago or thereabout, this whole pre-wedding picture things was raining. Anybody that wants to get married will take pre-wedding pictures. So the sister was posting pre-wedding pictures of the brother that, you know, I dated. So I chatted the guy up out of curiosity. He didn't know that I know he was about to get married. And we were just chatting. I was like, oh, hey, how are you? He said he's fine. I was like, how's life treating you? He said he's fine. And then he now brought up the whole thing about our past relationship and said, oh, that he misses me, that he will really appreciate it if we get back together. I was like, I don't understand. I was like, really? What do you mean get back together? As in like, you know, we'll go back to dating and, you know, pick things up from where we left it. He said, yes. He would want us to continue dating and, you know, pick things from where this is someone that the sister is posting his pre-wedding pictures on WhatsApp status. Is telling me that, yeah, he will want us to, you know, talk and, you know, pick things up. And I felt so insulted. I felt so disrespected. I felt many things that I can't even put in words. I felt like, what does this man see me as? Someone that is about to get married, and he's telling me, oh yeah, we should blah blah blah. I said, okay. And I devised a way to get back to him. And this is me making confession on the internet. So I was like, I called him. I said, I better go. He's choking me. I need 50,000 naira. He's asking, I'm desperate. There's a business I'm doing, and I'm low on cash. Please, I need 50,000 naira. Within 2 seconds, the guy sent me the money. And I forwarded him pictures of him and his, you know, soon-to-be wife. I was like, if someone told me that you are capable of doing this, I would have sworn on my life that you are not capable of doing it. Why would you do this? You are about to get married, and then you are coming behind your wife to tell me that, oh, you want us to get back together. The guy started pleading. I was like, please, so don't tell my wife, or this. I was like, I have no intention of telling your wife, but I'm just telling you that I'm highly disappointed. Let me just use this 50,000 naira that you sent to go eat pepper soup and wipe my tears, since you wanted to use me. So in this case, this man knew exactly what he was doing. He was begging me not to tell the wife because he knew that if I tell the wife, Kasala go bust, or the soon-to-be wife, Kasala go bust. And this is the reason why I'm saying sometimes this has nothing to do with prayer. It has nothing, because this man knows that if the soon-to-be, hear me out, this man knows that if the soon-to-be fiance found out, that relationship was going to end. So he already knows, and that's why he was begging. But if he feels like the wife is the type of the fiance is the type of a fiance that will say, I will pray and leave it on to God, I forgive him, he wouldn't care. Men know what they're doing. Men know the boundary to push. Men know the type of women they can get away with doing certain things. When a woman sets a clear boundary, and the man knows the boundary that the woman has and cannot be crossed, they most likely try not to cross that boundary. And if they do, it's usually done secretly, and they do everything possible to make sure that it is not known. It is the man that knows that their wife will go on their knees to pray for them. It is the man that knows that their wife will forgive them. It is the men that know that their wife will go and fight their side chick, are the ones that do certain things and do it boldly. When a man knows what he stands to lose, when a man knows that he's not willing to lose his wife, he's not willing to see his wife, sad, angry, and miserable because he's cheating, he's less likely to do it. So the more we make excuses for men, the more we keep telling women, pray for your husbands, blah, 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 the more we are giving leeway for men to get away with some silly things that they would not normally do. So it all depends on the type of partner you are dealing with. That would determine what a man does.
Husband hunter.
Yes.
You see, I always respect your decision. Do you know why? Do you know why?
No.
Let me just be specific a bit. When you live outside this Western world, how you express yourself is different from how people in Nigeria express themselves. True or false?
False.
You say it's false because you know the angle I'm coming from.
No, I will admit that many Nigerian women in Nigeria tend to have a softer approach to things. That I will admit. But I'm not going to admit that all women in Nigeria tend to take the softer approach. No, there are women in Nigeria that if you want to fight them, go wear boxers.
Does have it solved the problem? That is the issue.
What problem?
Okwumugondi chobala difa n'ebefa na sheet buru moto maba ime ofia nwugasịa n'ụzọ ma ọ bụ cause onwefa heart attack ma ọ bụ cause onwefa trouble na their marriage.
Well, we say a woman should leave if she cannot handle it.
So
exactly,
let her go.
Yeah, in game munti now, game munti. It's not about prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the Gamunte. Prayer is the master key. Jesus started with prayer and ended with prayer. Prayer is the master key. See, problem. Onwere problem no n'ụwa God amalụ na ọ ga-adị were desia ya mana commandments ya. O de do not commit adultery, do not commit fornication, do not have any other god before me. He wrote it. He knows that those things will be involved. Now, how do you get your cheating husband out of this? Or we find a discourse. So if you
so how do they even say it? At the end of the day, who's responsible for whose salvation? You are responsible for your salvation. I'm responsible for my salvation. If my husband is cheating, it is not my responsibility to pray him out of cheating.
My dear,
he is going to take the action. He's the one that's supposed to have the repentance of heart. He's the one that's supposed to pray to God to change him, that whatever, however that seed of cheating was planted in him, let that seed be uprooted. That's his responsibility. He should pray himself out of whatever situation he got himself in.
Husband hunter, you and I know that sometimes even your own siblings will be having so many challenging behaviors. You don't understand? My junior brother or my sister will be having challenging behavior. I might be putting her in prayer. And severally, the person will be dropping those challenging behavior one after the other.
Not because you prayed. As not is the advice you give yourself that you're more likely to take, not advice other people give you. People will give you advice, you can take it or leave it, but it's the one you give yourself that would, that you will take.
I have solved so many issues concerning marriage issues. And whenever I want to solve some issues, the first thing I have to do is to pray and ask God for guidance. It's not like when I'm saying about prayer, it will be like you just kneel down and be praying. Yes, when I'm done with my prayers, I'll now come out and start proper communication. When you're now communicating, God will surely speak through you. You know, it's not like things that this life is controlled spiritually. It's not physical. It's not about physical strains. You know, there is the angle I'm coming out from.
No,
I'm not coming.
let's agree to disagree, because you and I can keep going on and on and on. Oh God, what do you have to add? Let's go ahead and end this video. We've been here for 2 hours. We don't try it. Thank you, Ugo, for your contribution. Let's hear from a man.
You see, you don't want to pray. They have taken your light.
But I don't want to pray. They have not taken my light. Why don't you direct that to me?
No, I can't direct that to you. It's Ogo. Ogo is in Nigeria. She doesn't understand the concept of prayer in Nigeria.
They brought it to God. They brought back my light.
Let's shame the devil.
See, this thing is energy saving bulb. It's not your light.
It's my light. See, I'm controlling it now. It's my light. Ugo, please give me you. I'm listening.
See,
I'm here.
See what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever you want to have a proper communication with your husband to be, you know, try as much as well, even anywhere you are, to pray about it, you know. Pray about it first. Put it in your prayers. Tell God, look at what you are seeing, you know.
And if the person is not a believer, if the person is an atheist, then what?
My dear, even if the person is an idol worshiper,
they collected it back.
Thank you. God is showing his supremacy. God is really showing his supremacy. See, even people that worship idols, they know that God is supreme. You know, they know that God is supreme. Leave everything. Leave just know that if you want to engage any proper communication in your family, anything about your life, you have to pray. You know, you have to
exactly.
You have to pray, and then when you start engaging yourself with the communication, God will give you guidance. It's wisdom, you know. He will give you wisdom to deal with those issues. It's not something that you have to come out with your strength. If you have to come out with your strength, you make several mistakes about it. You can't control your temperate. Like husband hunter said, she can lock her husband. You don't have such temperate with her.
No, I don't.
In the husband hunter anya, no agumwa ko bro na o my photo bro before you na agwa ya okwu idiri na eche uche ka onye mepe Facebook yotago.
Yeah.
Then gị onwe gị ya ụdị gị sị gị bịa nwaanyị bịa ebe a ka eme isi iji chọọ ichere onwe gị. Onwe ihe dị gị ya afụ ebe ị nọ wee na-emele gị ebere yotago.
Yeah, exactly.
Lapụ ụmụ nwoke ị na-ekpe ekpere na family, they will know yotago. When you pray, they will know. Sometimes my mom na-ebi n'ebe 12 midnight ọ na-ekpe ekpere, my dad edinola na phone. My dad ọ na-atọ ya ụtọ yotago. But because of those weakness of not praying or solve because some woman ihe ji their family. Ihe my mom na-ekpere bụ ụmụ ya, okpere ụmụ ya, okpere die, imago, because ụmụ nwanyị na-feel always that na nwa ha n'ihe mee na marriage no fanwa bụ ife ihe lose yota. Which na ego ya 90% of women have that mentality.
Exactly, you're right to go.
So ihe use odike husband hunter nwere wee banye na marriage gị.
No. Even aside from that, I can't because even at maybe
Then he said, how can I be
can't.
praying for you and you're sleeping? And you're sleeping.
How can I be praying for you?
Me, I go wake him up. Guy man, get up, let's pray, Jai. Which kind of prayer he's sleeping for? For what?
Imagine the powers of prayers. Imagine you have not encountered God in your life.
Wow.
If you don't know the importance of encounter with God, you know that you have not prayed in your life.
Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against prayer.
Husband hunter, I'm not talking. I know
practical solutions for practical problem. Yes, I definitely subscribe to the mind of
if labor husband hunter no kita. If labor husband hunter no na.
Hear me out. I believe in praying for your partner. I believe in praying for your children. I believe in praying for those around you, for your friends. But there are some certain things that you as a person are supposed to take actions to solve. You don't leave it to prayer.
Yes.
You don't depend on prayer to solve those problems. Those ones you have to take action for. So don't mistake. Don't.
No, I'm not trying to mistake you, but only so many things or go kuru now. Yotago. Anamachi kawala ogo. Emanoge husband hunter chọrọ ije mụ nwa ọmụ na. My life supporting machine dị n'akụkụ. Na oxygen dị n'akụkụ. Then gị na onwe gị generator adịghị ebe ị na-achọ ịmụ nwa. O nwere ike ọwụrụ okwu nọọsụ nọ duty. Yeah? Ịma ihe prayer na-eme prayer na-akpọlite faith. Ịdị active, all your nerves are active. Your spirit mind are this strong. My husband hunter, life supporting machine no, oxygen no, ihe niile no, a na-check no orugo go eju wee push. Ịghọta ihe na-aga na Nigeria. Ọ bụrụ ịghọta ihe na-aga na Nigeria, go when I'm talking about prayer, kama ihe kwesịrị na-asị m ride on. Ride on.
You understand you. I understand where you're riding to. I understand it.
Hapụ. O nwere onye n'obodo oyibo, ife onye ọna n'obodo oyibo na-ekpesi ekpere ike, otu esi ekpere na Nigeria tụọ onye ahụ egwu. So many things ị na-ekpere na Nigeria, so many things ị na-ekpere na Nigeria asolve goro gie n'obodo oyibo. So gwagoro m ihe ike nwere ike iji na-eme midnight ma all those things.
It's true.
Gekwenti, those our leaders, righteousness exalts a nation. Those our leaders in egwu Chineke. Our leaders na atụ egwu Chineke. O nwere oge oyi awụgharụ ha mikpo na church, yọwa sikpere fe ekpere. It all depends from the angle you see his prayer from. I strongly believe in prayer. Yotago, and I strongly believe that prayer will work things out for you.
Exactly, you're right.
If you get born na akwiko, we were iwe mmadụ wee ba, I nwere ike isu ya mma. If you believe people follow fugasịrị ife, tinye onwe ha na problem isu onye ahụ mma. Ọkwa na watch Facebook, you see things that are happening, uncontrolled temper. Other na Bible that you should control your temper.
Controlling my temper doesn't mean I'm not going to take actions. My actions are not going to be detrimental to me.
That is why I'm trying to tell you that prayers na avert in somebody's nation, but you not know. Nwere ike dị mkpa m wee mewe some certain things. Akago m imebi ihe. But o nwere ihe ya mnenesia myself for yotago. Amara m that na ogo ihe ahụta ihe na akọwa gị.
I understand you go. I understand perfectly well. I understand.
Ịchọ gee enwe my uncle, my dad.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Ogo, what is the name of that popular gospel musician that the husband killed in a domestic abuse?
That the person is a gospel musician doesn't mean that she is singing.
I'm heading to a place.
Due to fight and quarrel, I think. Osinachi. Osinachi.
Osinachi. You cannot
Yeah.
tell me that Osinachi was not praying for her husband. Meanwhile,
anyị treat gokwe issue a ihe na-achọ ka ịgba m 3-0 ọ ihe ị na-achọ says
no, hear me
anyị
out.
treat gị issue a
I'm not saying that prayer is not good. Hear me out. I'm saying
Prayer
that
is
even
good.
if you choose to pray, search your heart. If being in that relationship is stressing you out, is causing you more harm, or more, carry your bag and go. You can be praying for your partner from a distance. You cannot be in a relationship enduring all sorts of nonsense and praying that God will change the man's heart when it is left for the man to take the decision. You cannot be in an abusive relationship and be praying for God to change the man to stop abusing you when you can remove yourself from that situation and pray for his repentance of heart from a distance.
ihe ị na-ekwu dị very very, we are saying the same thing, but my happiness bụ na otu anyị si were bido ihe a kịta oge m bidokwu maka prayer unu ekwetedị ụmụ ncha nwokọta ọnụ na prayer mana I thank God na ọgọ ekwetego na prayer is the key. Gị onwe gị na-ekwetego na prayer is the key. That is my happiness.
Prayer is the solution.
But not to a abusive home. Open your house is very abusive, like your husband beats you always, because there's nothing like praying there.
It's
also how will you tell your husband to change from beating you? They don't know life now.
I na mmadụ bụ a gospel musician does not mean na ọ na-ekpe ekpere. Ịghọtago? Na mmadụ bụ a gospel musician does not mean na ị na-akpọ keyboard na church does not mean na ị na-ekpe ekpere.
I just use that as an example.
Yes, ọ ka ngwakwa gị na mmadụ na-akpọ keyboard ma ọ na ị na-agụ egwu does not mean na ị na-ekpe ekpere.
If my husband is abusive for him, I'm leaving the house.
Ogo, if I will prayer, what is prayer?
Prayer now, you pray change.
No, right? Ogo, what is prayer? Just tell me.
Prayer meaning that you're praying that God should change a particular situation from another situation. Is that what prayer is?
If you go the wrong things we perceive about praying.
Like you're praying that God should intervene now. I may intervene in one particular situation.
I'm not saying about a particular situation. What is prayer, Ogo?
Guys, we're gonna
that God to intervene.
Wait, let me tell you what is prayer while we round up. Eh?
Okay.
Prayer is communication with God.
Hey, intervention now. You're seeking for God's intervention.
And that communication with God, enwele otu esi learn how to pray. Yotago. We pray in the wrong directions, Yota, because we don't involve ourselves learning how to pray to our Creator or communicate with God. Yota. We feel like otu a isi ekwu okwu, no otu a ka esi ekpekwa ekpere with God. Now, to cut the whole story short, you're a lady. And I've seen such type of person able. I really wish and I pray for you that you have a very nice family, Yotago. Now, when you get yourself involved.
Wait, so you're not praying that I'll have a very nice family?
Husband Hunter, you are already.
So because she has a much softer approach to things. She should have a nice family. I should not have a nice family.
We will talk our own separately.
Wait. No, I'm not letting this one go.
Husband Hunter, I also pray that you have a very wonderful family. You know.
He said.
So what I'm trying to say, Ogo, do you understand? The first day you step into your marriage, start praying that first day.
Okay.
It's not like God will still direct you for you to leave your marriage. He will give you proper He will tell you when to carry your bag to go. You know. He will you wisdom. There is no person that so many things people know a joker, if you know close to God or and after getting the quiet, if you only machineke. These are different things about life.
Exactly.
So if I do me too much, or do me. So Husband Hunter, I agree with you totally that name will a proper approach to so many things. in life. Ịghọtago? But ọ bụrụ mmadụ niile nwere ụdị ike anyị nwere. Ịghọta? Ọ bụrụ mmadụ niile nwere ụdị ike iyi nwere. Ọ bụrụ mmadụ niile ya eso. Ụmụ nwoke wụkwa agụ kafa bụ. Ụmụ nwoke bụ agụ. Of which na ịma. And ọ ya nwa ka o ji ahụ ifu nwoke na-afụ ụdị mmadụ dị ka gị. Onye ahụ nwere ike na-agbara gị ọsọ na-asị na onye nke awara anya ma ọ bụ na-agụ nwaanyị ka ọ bụ. Without not knowing that you know what you want. Or if an independent woman, an affair as some.
They're not hearing you.
But do you agree that men know the things they can get away with based on the type of woman they are with?
They will always look for a more tricky way. Akọwụ na iji wee so nwoke, o jee chekie nke o eji wee so gị.
True. It doesn't mean the guy will be tricky in his manner. By you saying that, you're basically saying that all men are trickish, that they will always find a conniving way to like.
Asụm na all men I'm not chịkọwala gị na n'ịdị that is need a reason to express yourself. Does not mean that when a man wants to get you and still does away with his normal thing, oh, you may 100%, you will not even know. So that's what I'm trying to say. On one cable, she will.
I disagree.
Ọ bụrụ ka ịbịa tụbọnụ ma ọ bụ ife a, ịghọtago. Ọ bụrụ ka ịbịa tụbọnụ, ọ nwaanyị ka ịbụ, ịghọtago. Nwoke ọbụla gị na ya na-emekọ ihe. Number one, ya akagonu gị. Onye ahụ ya aka gị.
Okay.
Yes, and ọchị ịzọpụ ije, o ya eche before na-azọpụ ya. And once na nwoke chechara ife, chi ime ya. Ọ ya nwa ebe nke ụmụ nwaanyị na ụmụ nwoke si adị iche. Nwaanyị adịghị eche were mee, ma nwoke chi ime ọ na-aplanụ nke ya aplan.
If you say so.
So onwe dị trik ọnwụrụ iji, onwe dị ebe ọ bụla isi ibi mene iji aka amị chọọ iso nwoke. Ọ na-ene gị, ọ marago ihe o ya eme, ọ gba gị nkịtị. Ọ chọkwa ime ihe o ya eme.
Ebe nwaanyị rubbish dị nwoke.
Aka m na ọkpa m adịlọ ya.
Ajụjụ ka m jụrụ gị, ịfụ na ebe nwaanyị rubbish dị nwoke.
Emesa ka m gaa na profaịlụ gị ka m maa na ị nọ na US Army. Akwa iyi dịcha ka akwa ndị US Army.
Mba, ajụjụ ka m jụrụ.
Ọ dị ka imechago ma restraining, imechago so many training.
No.
Honestly,
I believe in mutual respect. I believe in mutual understanding. I'm of the mindset that, and I will, like that thing gave me a man like, yeah, he should not do it to me. And I feel this life is very simple, and we should not be playing all these games we play in a union. I feel when a man and a woman comes together and take a vow to stay faithful to one another, then they should do just that. If at any point the man feels like he no longer wants to respect that union and he wants to be going about, then he should go about and do his thing while the woman steps out. If it's a one-time thing and let's call it a mistake, yes, the woman can forgive, and express herself. She has the right to be angry and then forgive, and life moves on. They carry on with their life. That's okay. But it is not okay for a man to continuously step out there and then we tell a woman to pray about it and for God to touch his heart. I will forever stand against that notion. It does not make sense, because when you take a vow, you as an adult with a very functioning mind and brain should know the right thing to do. So a man going out there to cheat and for a woman to be praying for him is basically, making excuses for the man. It's like saying the man doesn't know what he's doing. Meanwhile, he knows what he's doing. It's a deliberate action on his side, and I'm sure the wife, must have complained, yet he keeps doing it. To me, that's disrespectful to the highest order, and it makes no sense. That thing that a man will not tolerate when the wife does it, he should not do it to the wife. It's just that simple. I don't believe in being vindictive or people being vengeful. I told you guys that towards the beginning of this video that I don't believe in cheating back. That makes no sense to me. It does not. Cheating back will not give me the peace of mind I seek. It changes nothing. Even if the man end up feeling hurt that I cheated on him, it still has not solved the fundamental problem of him not honoring our vow. So if people do not want to stay in their home and they'll rather go out there and be sleeping with different partners, then let everyone go their separate ways. Why are you married? If you want to stay married and still be stepping out, then the couple should have a conversation and perhaps have an open marriage where the man is free to step out and the woman is free to step out. It should not be a one-sided thing. It should not be the man stepping out and the woman praying. Because I hardly hear of the woman stepping out and the man praying. Let's just be sincere to ourselves. In as much as we want, we can advise men to also pray. The reality of things is that hardly would you see people advising men to pray for their cheating wives. Like, it's not heard of. And it's very too.
Onye ọbụla, a woman they cheat constantly need the deliverance.
But a man that cheats constantly does not need deliverance.
Kemunt. Yeah? Kemunt. Amoron ka mesu e kọwara ka ife a. Eche m ọkwa nwe mụ na gị akpago nkata ịma ife bụ grassroots.
We are going to let's just go ahead and end in this life because you and I we have very opposing views.
You know, go grassroots.
We're never going to agree. Ogo looks like she's sleepy and she's ready to go to bed. So let's go ahead and summarize and go to.
So many.
Who go accept what you're saying? You accept what
this life is. Don't cheat. Don't cheat.
Yeah.
If you don't want your partner to leave you or back, don't cheat.
And don't cheat.
Period.
Yeah. You don't have to do things because of people's behavior, Stick to your own opinion of life. This is marriage ablo the last option in life. Ablo because my husband they cheat cheat. I have no I just emezi arguments and all these things would the good thing in life. Imago arguments, your brain you'll be reasoning. Imago I could go for ofuma, could die of more
All right. Well, thank you guys for featuring in my live video today. I always enjoy having you, Ugo.
Is well.
Nice to hear from you, and Ugo. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Let me allow you guys to sleep. I've held you hostage for over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Thank you to our watchers and those that are engaged in the comments. And we hope to have more conversations like this. And, everybody is free to express themselves. No one is 100% correct. No one is 100% wrong. We all have our opinion based on our upbringing, our personal biases, our exposures, and such. The way I reason doesn't mean that I'm 100% right. My thoughts are influenced by things I've experienced in life, by my immediate circle of influence, and so forth and so on. So like I said, my thoughts, has a lot to do with my environment, my friends, my experiences, and so are your thoughts. So no one is particularly right. It's just whatever you can deal with, it's up to you. If you can handle a cheating partner, go at it. I cannot. I also have the right to have that opinion and to also say that I'm stepping out and not be judged for it. And you also have the right to stay with your partner and not be judged for it if you can handle it. All right.
That's good.
I will see you guys next time. I don't know if I'll come live tomorrow. I might not. It really depends. When I go to sleep and whatever pops in my head, I'll make the decision.
Where is Bash? Had he been that Bash come online, he will say that Ogo is wearing his bonnet again.
That is true. He was here at the beginning. I saw his comment.
What did he say?
I can't stay without wearing bonnet on my head. It's nice already now. Go.
It's night time now.
No, Bash is always funny. How he'll be making it, you might be looking at it in another perspective, and you'll be seeing reality to what he's saying.
I know.
But
My
but
bash.
As well. Thank you so much.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Okay.
I
Don't forget to pray before you sleep.
I'm
Pray for
even
your
praying
future
already.
husband, oh God, pray for your future husband.
Yes.
I will. I'm praying already.
God will remove that spirit of him from him before he meets you.
Yes.
Amen.
Good night.
Bye.
Mm.